And I had just the idea of making a double CD.
Yep.
Like one CD with only instrumental tracks, which more like a soundtrack of a not released film, and the other CD with songs. But that was just an idea, and then I just because I always write very much by my intuition, and not really okay. Now I'm going to write this kind of song or this kind of song. So I was just doing it, and then I thought, well, it's getting this kind of direction.
How do you start to write? Do you start with the melody line, or the chords, or a bass, or a rhythm?
Well, this time I started. Usually, I start with an atmosphere. I just make a little soundscape with an atmosphere, and then I start with a chord instrument like a piano, and I start just a little bit jamming, sometimes without lyrics, just with sounds, and then all the time I record it. Every time what I do, I record, and I just listen after a while, and then I decide very quickly. 1 minute, oh, this piece is nice, oh, this is nice, this is nice, this is nice, and then just editing it really quick without doing it, and put it in a folder and then see. Or I think, oh, this is nice, and that's what I'm going to work out. But now, that was with the other album, but now I start often with a groove, with drums and bass line. I do the engineering also, yeah. And also I had some loops and things and put it in Live Ableton, and just switched with tempos and all that.
You love to write.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not finished, you know.
You're just starting.
I'm just starting, yeah. I have the fear because I also now I finished this album and I'm not listening to it anymore. I'm already thinking about what else, and just want to make a lot, really a lot.
Musicians will want to know, so why don't you tell us? Do you work with PC, with Mac? What do you do?
I work with Mac, yeah, and I work with Logic a lot because it's really great with MIDI. But I started also with Pro Tools, which is nice for audio, and I mixed it, and then I have some analog things, analog synthesizers.
Oh yeah, what kind? Old ones?
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying no, I'm not having old ones. No, when I say analog, it's with. No, I have the Nord lead. No, there's so many things all the time. There's so many things are coming, and yeah, sometimes I think, well, I just do it with this because it's too much sometimes. Reactor I really like because the sounds are really also like the Nord, very rough and also creative. You can also, for example, I can record my voice, just a little melody, and then put it into the computer and then cut it in pieces, and then in Reactor you can just put it as an instrument, and you can do fabulous things with it. I mean, you know how it is when you work with more people, you have more conversations, more things going on.
Did you produce this on your own or together with somebody else?
Mostly on my own, yeah, and some things I...
Did you have more musical advice from the outside?
Yeah, also.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think a bit more pressure because the second album should be more accessible.
So what are you thinking of for your next music? Are you writing?
Well, I'm finishing now. I'm finishing not, but I'm in the process of this first idea I had to make a double CD with instrumental things, and what can be with some vocals into it, but really abstract, not songs. So that was a project I had in process, but now I'd like to finish that. Mental.
But we've got to hear your voice.
Yeah, but it's just like a side project for me. I really love to make music for films, for video, which is not yet.
Yes.
You know, making music for something which is not really there. I really love that.
Now, when you do your next album with vocals, what would you do differently than you've done this time?
I would do it much quicker. Really, very raw, very boom boom. That's it. And not doing a lot of editing or making address it, you know, embrace it with much more sounds, and that, because I think it's about, I really like to go more for the core of the song. And then
Do you ever use a sound generator when you're creating your music?
sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I thought you did, but I think you have a tendency to hide it a little bit.
You mean a sound generator? You mean like effects on the sound, or?
No, I mean a device that just creates sound without being a synthesizer. So you take it and eventually you sample it and then you play it.
Yeah. So making new sounds.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. So you don't like to use other people's samples?
No, I never do it. No.
We have a very good friend who's the founder and head of Mutech.
Yeah.
You know Mutech in Montreal?
Yeah.
His name is Alain Mongo. And he really believes that what we're doing with today's music would be better termed urban interventions.
Urban intervention.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
I think it says it more honestly
Yeah.
and in a very, very strong way.
Yeah.
Remember that one.
Yeah.
You know? It also gets past this feeling, oh, another electronic thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And too many people today hear the word electronic and they say techno, house, da 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 da.
Yeah.
They don't really know what they're saying. And then
Yeah, but then I would say dance music.
yes,
So electronic, yeah, is not enough.
That's true.
Still, you can use the word, I think, electronic, because it gives a good feeling. It makes it a good picture of, okay, well, the sound is electronic, but you know, it's not acoustic. It's
Electropop.
electronic. Electro is also not a really good word, because electro, I think, original electro comes from Germany.
true.
I think, but I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I first heard it in German.
Yeah, and like gabber
Yeah.
comes from Holland, you know,
Yeah.
originally. But I think electro is very, very boom cha, and the melodies are not difficult. There are not so much harmonies into it, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, okay, this electro pop you're doing," or you know, with some other bands I know, which is totally not electropop. They don't use the word right, I think. And I think the thing is with urban, when you start, I mean, I like urban intervention. Yeah, I like the word urban and I like the word intervention, but urban is also can also gives you another feeling, because urban is really like from the R&B urban.
Well, but it's a sense of place.
Yeah. Maybe urban electronic intervention? You like? I like 3 words also. Maybe we can make 3 letters out of it. No, I don't know.